Hi, beautiful people. Where are the Stellar Zone people? Where's everyone? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. There we go. Hi. Come on, guys. I'm sorry I'm late. I was trying to get something to eat, man. Sorry I'm late. I said 2 p.m. and it's like, I believe 10 after 2. I am so sorry. I am super sorry. By the way, how are you guys doing today? How are you guys? How is your Saturday going? How is your family doing? And oh, today I want to know if you're watching me, where are you watching me from? If you're watching me from Ghana, say you're watching me from Ghana. If you're watching me from Nigeria, if you're watching me from Afghanistan, Dubai, Kuwait, wherever you're watching me from, guys. Eunice, hey Eunice, yours. All right, Eunice. Where are you watching me from, Eunice? Are you watching from Ghana? Where are you guys watching me from? I want to know. From France. Eunice is from Ghana. Cheryl from China. Erica from Canada. South America. Your name is Lucinda. Chukwemeka from Nigeria. Jolitha from Detroit, Michigan. Angela from Italy. Italy. Let me just. Aquile Lawson from, I don't know if I say your name right, but from London. Okay, guys, me too. I am Faith. My name from Stella now is Faith from Florida. Hi, Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah, what up? Esther from Ghana, from the motherland. By the way, how are you guys doing? Look at me. I look fantastic. I feel good. I'm sorry I'm late, by the way, because I've been cleaning the house non-stop. Rita from Kansas, Missouri. Yeah, you have a sister online. Dana and Rita, you're from the same place. All right. Guys, sorry I'm late. I keep apologizing. I'm so sorry. I've been just busy cleaning, doing things because my better half is not in town. So I am just trying to get the house clean. Thank you. It is all the special grace of God. So today, okay, Jones from Ghana. Jones, you are welcome on board. This is Stellar Zone, okay? Stellar Zone, this is the jack of all trade, where I'm not the only person on the spotlight. All of you watching me. Hi, reader. Chukwemeka, how are you? I am blessed by the special grace of God, and I know you all that are watching me are blessed as well. Thank you for tuning in, guys. So I told you guys yesterday, I don't know, Naki, hi. I don't know if you guys watched the video. Stellar Zone subscribers, why are you all so spoiled? Why are you all so spoiled? So I told you guys yesterday to watch the video that I did, and email me if you have any contributions, okay? So guess what we're going to do today? Today I am going to be the professor, okay? And you guys are going to be, guess what? You thought I was going to say your student? No, you are going to be my co-lecturers, okay? Like how Nigerian man would say lecture. Okay, lecturers, I'm the professor. All of you are my co-professors, okay? We are going to be learning from each other, all right? So today I wanted to do the wedding madness. You is the secretary. No, today we are all professors. Today we are all going to be learning from each other. My assistant is not online. Africa United is not online. Sister Loveline is not here yet. But today we are going to be learning from each other, okay? I got so many feedbacks for the wedding madness that I did. West Palm Beach, yeah, Florida, somebody, yeah, Florida, yeah, Joseph, yeah, hey, Daphne, yeah, somebody's from Florida, yeah, I'm not alone. All right, so I got so many feedbacks that I wasn't expecting when I did my wedding madness. I was like, what? This is going on. So I was so glad that we got to talk about it. So let's just continue. KKK, Bounty Hunter. I'm the voice for, okay. I will make Ghana button. Somebody's asking a request. Okay, guys, let's just go right into it. So I was so surprised When I get emails from people, someone had to like cancel the wedding. I don't know if it's engagement or if the whole thing was totally off because the woman wanted like a $60,000 wedding. I was like, say what? 60 what? $1,000? What in the world is wrong with some women? How do you expect a man to throw you a $60,000 wedding? And where are you going to stay after that? The homeless shelter? That is insane. It is insane. I could not comprehend. I say, wait a minute. That brand, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I was like, what? So he was like, he called off the whole thing. I'm like, good, you did. I'm not happy that they broke up. But if you are starting a relationship like this, if you are starting a relationship based on you want to please people, the people that are coming, because today I was cleaning out the house, I was dusting the whole place, and then some cards, and you know when you get married, and then people will sign and wish you good luck, and I'm like, not a single person, no, I mean apart from my immediate family. Apart from my immediate family, I don't remember people, even people that were in my bridal party, except for my sister and some other people that were in my bridal party, okay? I don't remember how many of them have even called me. And then I will look at I will look at how my husband, or let's say before I met Steve, I will see how he's working, and me the way I'm working hard. You go to this hospital, you put up with all kinds of crap, and you want to be dropping 60 grand on a wedding? Girl, we got to examine your head. Like, we got to examine your head. Like, and he wants the man to pay for everything. Seriously? Like, okay, you guys are like, what's wrong with this one? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Gone were the days when we lived in the mentality of the man has to do everything. You are working. What are you doing with your money? You work. You get an education. You are working. What are you doing with your money? This is why sometimes I don't get it. That's why men... that's why I don't know if that's why men don't respect women anymore. Because we would throw this is out of the topic, okay? This is out of the topic. I read on Yahoo that millennials like don't go to, you guys know Hooters, right? Where the girls will expose fake breasts and all that to serve, right? So I read on Yahoo that millennials don't go there. Like, it's like they are not into that. I'm like, oh wait, they are into it, all right, but it's just that people will put it on Instagram for free. So why go to Hooters like I'm going to buy food when you're going to be looking at somebody's chest or her butt? They put it on Instagram for free. A woman will naked her body and put it on the internet, so why pay to go look for it? But that is just out of the topic. But I was like, 60 grand? That is insane. You want a man to go bankrupt, and the mother has to come access where the daughter is. This is ridiculous. I don't know where you are getting this. And this is one thing that pisses me off, that these are Ghanaians. These are Ghanaians. They will. Some people will even go to wedding that they are not even invited to, not even go celebrate to the couple. They are going to see how the wedding was organized, what was served at the wedding, the gown the bride wore, the suit that the groom wore, just so they can copycat and then make their wedding the same. It don't make sense at all. Do people, when does marriage start? Guys, please, we are learning today. If you have something to say, please contribute. Yes, Ghanaians, they are going, some Ghanaians, let me rephrase, some Ghanaians are going crazy. You look on, it's like now it's not about the marriage anymore. It is about the occasion. My sister, secretary, you are welcome. Sister Loveline, you are welcome. You know? So now it's not about marriage anymore. It's about the occasion, how grand and sophisticated and how polished we're going to look on that day, and how we're going to tell everybody else in your Africa Unite. Yes, I see you. Welcome, secretary. Welcome. You are late. You see me. You are late, eh? You are late. So I don't get it. I'm like, why would you want a man be working so hard to spend $60,000? I was like, guys, I'm telling you, when I was getting married, see, my husband is somebody that he doesn't, it's a thing in this country. I mean, when you go buy something at Walmart, you don't negotiate, okay? But when you go to market and when you're in Ghana, you go to the market and the fish is 20 Ghana cedis, you are negotiating to 18 Ghana cedis. And so I'm a Ghanaian. So I don't even care. I'm like, so my husband, if they said this is like, oh, maybe $500, my husband's like, okay, yeah. I'm like, no way, we got to negotiate. You've got to talk things. You can't just, I budgeted so strictly. The whole money for the wedding, we even had some left over to even have our honeymoon. And even now I look back and I'm like, man, if I knew, I wouldn't have done. You understand what I'm saying? So it doesn't, a man doesn't have to go broke because he wants to get married to you. And now it's all about the blink, who has the biggest diamond. Like, wake up. Like, what is going on? I'm from Ghana, I will negotiate. I will talk. My husband will be looking at me. Even when we're in Ghana, I will try to buy. He said, honey, pay them. I'm like, huh? No, I have to talk the price. Welcome to Africa. Welcome to Ghana. Seriously. Women, I'm not saying all women, but what is society, what example are we living? We live like they say in the technology world. So the younger generation, they are looking for, they are looking for information. They go to the internet. They spend most of their time on their phones, Googling, searching, looking for the hottest YouTuber to watch. So what valuable lesson are we passing on? Yes, I like to learn from my mom's age because they are old school. Yes, and they did things right. But a man doesn't have to be married to you because he is broke. He wants to go broke because you want the whole shebang. That don't make sense to me. And then after you get married, are you going to go to the homeless shelter? Are you going to be fighting over bills? Do you even have money in like an emergency fund? Anything, your car can break. I'm not praying. I'm not saying things happen. Yes, you are praying, but things happen. Your car can just break down. Do people think about that? Even if you decide to buy a house, you have to have an emergency fund. Because if you buy a house, it's not going to, something might break down. The dishwasher might just stop working. You know, the microwave. You know, like, do you do that? Are you even thinking, honey, yes, this is the marriage, but it's just the two of us? I remember when I was getting married, my father-in-law was like, you guys should just run away to Vegas and go get married and come back. I'm like, that's my kind of father-in-law. Just go spend just a little bit of money and come back. But he was just joking, by the way. Guys, like seriously, now to me, now what I'm looking at is like marriage is all about the ceremony. And after that, people will be like, we have been married for a year. I'm no longer in love with him. I don't feel connected. 2 years and they are out. They are already talking about divorce. So did that mean that you never loved the person in the beginning to start with? It was just infatuation? And the men out there, if I want you to be careful, don't be going for, you know, the facial, she's beautiful, you know, boobs and all that. No, you marry character. If you marry beauty, every day your house will be on fire. Every day your house, if you marry beauty, I'm not saying, yeah, they're beautiful. Everybody is beautiful. There's nobody ugly. But marry the person's character. The person that you're getting married to. Look, I'm women, I'm not blowing our cover. Like some people can really, really pretend. I know. Some people can really, really pretend like they will be that holier than thou. And then they will start showing you your true colors. Be careful. Don't be going for a woman because you think she has a PhD or she has a doctorate or she has a bachelor's or she has, it doesn't, all that is degree. You want peace in your home. In the night, you want to be able to be sleeping. No one is time for you to, honey, it's time for us to, you know, play a little game. And then she'll be like, honey, but what about that Louis Vuitton purse I asked you for? Some women have liver. They don't put God ahead. They just go ahead and just jump into it and they get married. Character, some full-fledged makeup. Let a man meet you in your beauty. Like when I met my husband, even though later on I started doing makeup, that's why my husband could never understand why I go into makeup. Because when I met him, it was my bare face. It was like my bare face. It was later on that when I met him, it was just, let a man meet you in your natural form. You don't need to be who you're not. Stop trying to be somebody else. Everybody else is taken. Be yourself. Allow yourself to learn from others. Don't be so like, I went to school, yeah, I got that education. So some people, even there's this thing I remember when I worked with a lady, and she's like, I don't know if it was like his 2 paycheck or 3 paycheck to buy a wedding ring. Like a man has to add his 3 paycheck and that has to buy you a wedding ring. I was like, there's no way I'm letting my husband spend that much money on buying me a wedding ring. No, there is no way. It's a ring. You can lose it. And the money is gone. After you even buy the ring, the value has gone down. If you take it back, it's like they're not going to give you the same price. So I don't know why it has become so materialistic. You want somebody's son to go, he has a family, yes, he is going to get married to you. He has parents, he has a father, he has a mother, she has a father, she has a mother. You shouldn't be so selfish and self-centered. Rita, please, can you resend me the email? Please resend me the email. You don't have to be so selfish. You have to help a man. The man, the woman, the two shall become one. Then you build your home. Even if you want to build an empire, the two of you, if you are together, you will be able to build an empire. Hello, Jay Williams. I'm telling you, I remember when I first met, I'm telling you, like, it's not, if you marry to an engineer, like, I remember when I met Steven, you all know that I met him online. He made me take this personality test. He even bought the book. He even bought the book and gave it to me for me to take that personality test to see if we're compatible. Like, I thought it was crazy, but that's how best, that's how best he wanted to do his thing. And he has already written down what hi Tina, he has already written down what he wanted in a woman. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't want a materialistic woman, you write it down. I don't want a woman that will lazy around the house and all. Even some women, you go into their homes, it's so filthy. Their microwave is like somebody took a dump in there. It's so dirty. They don't even take care of their house. They don't even take care of their home. They don't even take care of their rooms and all that. You go to their room, it's so filthy and all that. It's seriously. You have to take care. You are a wife. Florida is fine. 1 minute is raining. I live in a bipolar state. It's 1 minute is raining and then 1 minute the sun is out. You have to take care of them. I'm not saying, oh, so you become slave. That is not the notion here. If you're negative, bye, Felicia. This is not a negative zone. This is what we all learn, okay? If you're negative, I'm not saying, I'm not saying that you become, no. The man will also help. A good man, a God-fearing man will not even wait for you to even say the word, honey, I need help. He will start helping. If it's laundry, he will be able to, he will do the laundry. If it's washing the dishes, he will be able to wash the dishes. He's going to vacuum. You understand? And some days you have recipe books, he will be able to cook. Except that I told mine not to cook because the kitchen, when Steven cooks and I come to the kitchen, I'm like, oh my goodness. I want food, he will use about 4 parts to cook the food. So I'm like, I think you don't have the specialty in that. Just leave that to me. It's true. Marry a wife, not a knife. Some are so lazy. It's like they want to be eating. They want that luxurious. They have nothing to offer. They have nothing to offer. And it's like they want that luxurious lifestyle, you know, let's eat outside all the time, let me go be getting even that money you are using for pedicure, that money, that $20, 20 something dollar, if you save it up, do you know what it can do? It will be able, if you want to buy a house, start sacrificing something, start getting, because you know how much that, when I was in the world, that hair extensions and not to even braid hair, some people will charge you $100, $200. And then you go to this man, and when a man loves you, he wants to give you everything, even if he doesn't have it. He's compelled. I want my wife to be smiling all the time, but you are not even considering his feelings. All you want to, you are a taker. You don't give. You're always holding back. Your hand is like, can't pay. You know, your hand is so stiff. It's like you don't open up. This applies to both men and women, but we have to be open. Even when we are rebuked by our husbands, which, yes, your husband can rebuke you sometime. Your husband can, when you're not, I tell my husband, if I'm doing something that is not right, please, I need you to tell me. I don't need you to baby me. Don't baby me. Baby me is not going to make me learn. Honey me is not going to let me learn. Just say it, even if I get hungry, I'll come back in the night, we'll kiss. You know, that's what marriage is about. You know, you will get angry. Yes, it's not, yes, some you will get angry. But then you get over it. And then don't bring it up. You remember that day, that thing you did? You are not supposed to bring it up. You are not supposed to bring it. Humble yourself. It doesn't mean you are stupid. A man respects a woman who knows her worth. Who knows that beauty, physical beauty is just there. Physical beauty is just there. I'm telling you, when you are real, I'm not like, when you are real, people can see you and they feel it. Lisbeth, good evening. When you are real, people can feel it. People can feel it when you are real and when you are being fake. See, when you are trying so hard to put on that fake smile, people will see. That's why me and myself, this is who I am. Oh, this is who I am. You see, this is who I am. You know, just be yourself. Let there be happiness. Let your home be a place that your husband always wants to come to. Forgive quickly. Make him his favorite meal. Cook. Pamper your husband. Yes, pamper him. He will pamper you to pamper him. Show him respect. See, men, communication for men. Men do not, you know how women want that affection? Buy me that flower, you know, do that. Like, even if he doesn't know what you like, just go shopping for me to know that you care. That kind of thing. But for men, it's not like that. It's you have to show them the respect. You have to give them that space for them to be the men. Let them wear the pants while you wear the skirt and cook that meal. I'm just kidding. Some men know how to cook, okay? It's unfortunate mine don't. But if I give him a cookbook, he knows how to cook. But I love to cook. So, you understand what I'm saying? Just let your husband be the husband. Even if you earn more than he does, it does not care. It doesn't matter. No, it does not care. That doesn't sound right. It doesn't matter. Excuse me. Even if you are making, humble yourself. I'm telling you, a man will respect you and love you, and I shouldn't say worship, but you can feel that he's being genuine if you give him that respect. That is all men require. That respect, and for there to be peace in their home, not for that nagging, whatever. Bye, hey, honey, where are you? You're supposed to be home 20 minutes ago. Where are you? And I've been calling you. You are not picking up your phone. If you know what is good for you, sleep. Like, no, not that kind of woman. No. Just, honey, I am so worried. It's everything all right. Calm down when you're talking. Calm down. And I'm telling you, women, use words of affection. Text your husband. Text him out of the blue. He's not expecting it. Text him. It's okay to be dirty, okay? It's okay to be dirty. I'm PG-15. These are rated 18, okay? Like some women, they get married, and after marriage, it's like, that is it, okay? Yes, you're a God-fearing woman and all that. It doesn't mean that be rags. Be rags, and to the point where your husband will be complaining of you not being attractive. You can still dress modestly and your husband will be still attracted to you. You can still say no more wig, and you can still take care of yourself. You have cleanliness. They say is next to godliness, okay? You have to be clean. You have to be neat. Not when your husband will come in. Not that, okay? Not like that. You have to be pure. You have to be clean. You have to keep the flame, the spark. Women, come on now. I'm like, there's certain things I don't want to say. I'm like, keep look, if it means finding a babysitter, like just one Saturday, just you and your husband, especially for the women that have kids. You have like 3 or 4 kids, and like your house is like a camp, okay? And it's like you're running around. First of all, even if you have kids, no matter how many you have, your husband is still the number one. And then afterwards, the kids. Because like me, my mom, I got married. I'm no longer with my mom. Text him, yes. I'm no longer with my mom. So that's how the kids are going to be. They're going to grow up. They're going to go to college. And then they're going to move out, get married, and go on their own. So if you allow the kids to come between you and create a gap, sometimes it is very, very, it's very difficult to close that gap. Then it's like you're back to, it's like 2 strangers. It says, Sister Faith, only if the girl that will have peace. Yeah, it's like 2 strangers. So if like make plans, like sometimes don't even tell your husband, be spontaneous, find a babysitter, even if it's just one Saturday, or if there's a close family member that you trust, you can have their kids spend like Saturday or the weekend, and then go pick them up. It doesn't have to be every weekend, but you can schedule it. Be spontaneous. Prepare dinner, the 2 of you together. Let it be about you. Stay up late, talk, play. I know that you'll be like, Stella, you don't understand. I have to make it work. Make it work. Don't let that be distance between you. Even if it's like you feel like your husband is dragging away. As he's dragging away, you'll be dragging him back. But yeah, be dragging him back. As the man is shifting away, you'll be dragging. You're like, no, you're not going anywhere, for better for worse. Be dragging him back. And do a getaway once a while. Just do a getaway. It doesn't have to be like fly to Hawaii or fly to Colorado. No, it can just be like get out of your house. Maybe you can drive to the next town. Like me, for instance, I live in Florida. I can decide that, oh, you know what? Let's just drive to I live in St. Pete, Pinellas Park. So I would say let's just drive to Key West. Or let's just go to Atlanta, a place like staycation, like they just find a place you can book a hotel, even if it's just a day, just the 2 of you. Fall in love over and over. I love you never gets tired. And don't say like mere words because he say I love you too. You say mean it. Pray to God. Father, I want that love for my husband to be deeper and deeper and deeper every day. With that way, there will be peace in your home. Your husband is not, even if they're, what do they call themselves now? Side chicks. Even if they are busy looking at your husband knows what he has at home and he values. But if he's like coming home and the house is not kept clean, there is noise, especially if you're a stay-at-home mom. Make sure that when your husband is coming back from home, he's coming to like a home that is peaceful. You tell the children, start a routine of training your children on how to give that a quiet. Yes, you will spend time with the kids, but when he comes home, there has to be that atmosphere, welcoming atmosphere, peace or quiet, because who knows what he's been going through in the office all day. So when he comes home, the home is where it's like his little sanctuary, where, he wants to come and have peace of mind, rest, and spend time with his family. Now, when he's coming home, he's walking through the door, TV is on, kids are screaming, dishes are everywhere. You don't even know that your husband walked through the door. You don't even know. So you'll be like, oh, honey, when did you get back? Oh, I didn't know. Know when your husband gets home. Know his work schedule. And sometimes when he's about to get off work, traffic can tie him up. So you can text him when he's coming, like when does he think he's going to get home. Set the table before if it's a bath, run a warm bath for him. There are people who have given themselves titles as side chicks, that they are willing to commit adultery with your husbands, with your wife. They are gigolos and casonos. They are proud to be saying they have no fear of God. So don't be like, I am going to pray and I'm going to pray and I'm going to pray and I'm not going to work. That is stupidity. That is stupidity. You have to pray and you also have to put in the work. Don't be like, every day I'm praying, and you are not taking care of yourself. Every day your husband sees you and then it's like you are all rags and it's like, okay, I had 1 or 2 kids and so that is it. No. Yes, you had 1 or 2 kids, you gain weight, you can always get back into losing weight. It takes time. Try. Once he sees that you are trying, he will give you that credit. That you are trying. No, everything is laid back. I don't want to do anything. And it doesn't work like that. Women, I'm telling you, when a woman puts her feet on ground and says, this is it, I'm telling you, heaven is moved. It's going to work. I know that sometimes you'll be like, my husband is stubborn and it's not like that. And why do you think Satan is inventing all these things and this man will look at and they will last after these side chicks? Why? Because women, there's a certain power that we possess. The fact that you don't apply all that does don't mean you don't possess that power. You even possess it more. You have to. I'm okay, it's okay, no one is too late. We are just doing girl talk. So let the man, even before when you're talking about, let my husband just did not get up and be like, hey, I've seen an African girl, she saw this, she wants to marry me, I want to marry. No. Even sometimes I will ask him, why did you even, and he would tell me, it was way beyond. There is no way with genuineness and with all this, I was going to let this go. I'm like, okay, that makes me feel better. The men, they know who they married. So if you just flip the switch overnight, sometimes they don't understand. And you be like, my husband is so difficult and my husband is this and try to let him understand. Try to let him understand. And if you're a married woman, today I was in there, if you're a married woman, once you're married, the single life is over. Some women will get married and then it's like they still want to live that single life. They still want to go out there and party and stay out late with friends that don't even add any value. They are not learning. And then when you have problems, you take it to them and they'll be like, if I were to be you, some friends will even teach their friends on how to extort money from their husbands, how to be lying. Mama is sick at home and mama is not sick. You are speaking sickness into mama's life and mama is not sick. Let the man, I'm telling you, if you're a God-fearing woman, you respect your husband is God-fearing. I'm telling you, that paycheck, he will take it from the job and give it to you. Be like, this is what we made this month. This is the budget. Keep away from friends that don't add any, but don't even invite them to your house. Do not invite them to your house. And then your husband is complaining and some women, I don't get it. They'll be like, this was how I was before you met me. If you want to remain like that, why marry? There's no point in you getting married. If you want to, if you be like, I had friends before I got married. You know, this was my lifestyle before. I don't think people understand the word marriage. It's like you are merging together. Your husband is now your business. Your wife is now your business. So stay away from friends that want to come between you and your husband, will be teaching you how to extort money. Some women, their friends will even tell them, if he doesn't buy you that bag, that clothes, don't allow him to sleep with you at night. Like what? Thank goodness I don't have such friends. Because God knows, I will just unleash craziness on them. It's true. And your friend, the lifestyle your friend is living, that she will jump into bed with everything she sees. And yet you want her around your husband and you want her to keep advising you. It just doesn't make sense. I'm telling you. I was telling someone, I said it's like a hotel. While you are busy in there, somebody is praying for you to check out so they will check in. People don't care anymore. Divorce has now become like like a badge of honor to some people. They don't care if I go in and it doesn't work for me, I'll go out. That is that's some mentality. It's true. Some friends are even closer. Like some women who get married, they'll be very, very close to their friends than their husband. They will tell their friends every secret book. What? They don't even tell their husbands anything. The friends know everything that goes on in the marriage, even what goes on in the bed, like the friend knows everything. The husband doesn't even know. If you're like that, you are immature. You are not mature. If you're single and you know this is how you're going to be behaving when you get married, you're not ready for marriage. Marriage was not meant to be something that you get out and when it is bitter, you check out. No. If you had taken your time, you would have known that the man that you were going to marry, if you had taken your time and prayed, then you would have known that the man that you were going to marry is abusive. The woman that you're going to marry is disrespectful and money hungry and I don't even know how to say this. And not ready for marriage. If you had taken your time. Take your time. Even single ladies out there. These days you see what is going on. No? These days, even Christian men can I shouldn't even call them Christian men because they give themselves that they can even marry multiple wives these days. It's like they get married. You are not getting any good role models out there because even sometimes the pastor that you are looking up to, that the Bible says God hates divorce, that pastor has even divorced like twice. So what is the role model? Don't look up to anybody. That's what I mean when people be like, "Oh, Stella, you are my role model." I'm like, "No, please." Okay, my name is Faith. I have to get used to that. Okay, I'm like, "No, I'm not." Let Christ, because nobody is my nobody. Nobody. Christ is my mentor. Christ is my role model. And I just don't pick up the phone and everything. Mama, this is mom. This is my mother-in-law. I don't do that. I don't do that. If I can't talk to my husband, if I pray about it and I can't talk to my husband, then that is it. I'm not going to take it beyond anything. Not even I love my sister, not even my sister. No. Pray about everything. Pray about your marriage. Pray and commit your. Just don't go out there. Oh, he says he like. People marry now for earthly goods. You know. People will like. Oh, I saw him in a Mercedes Benz, and oh, he has what is this car? He has a Range Rover, and so he has money. He's loaded. And then once they get married, then they are complaining. Why are you complaining? Suck it up and deal with it. That's what you wanted. You went for the money. And the man knows that you came for the money. So he's not going to respect you. He's going to treat you as a rag. So because he sees you like something that he picked, he bought. He sees you like something he just exchanged money. He bought. You saw his cars and everything. You didn't even care to know about him. Some women will even get married to men that the men are even already married and they don't even know. So just don't rush into it, especially I'm telling you, it's like to even find people that you say you are looking up to now, it's very, very difficult. That's why I'm saying that if you are single, emulate Christ. Let him read the Bible. How you should treat your husband, take care of it. It's all in the Bible. Take it. Let Christ deepen the love in my heart for my husband and deepen the love in my husband's heart for me, and he will do it. Just don't run after anybody that you see that he says he loves you or he has that degree, and some women will do that. They have certain mentality. He has to be making this amount of money every year. He has to be driving this kind of car. Even some women will even have the neighborhood where he has to stay. Like I'm like, seriously. Everyone wants abenwaha. You know, it's like ready-made. Everybody's like looking into getting into ready-made. It's like it's a ready-made. Nobody wants to, I don't want to get together with him and then struggle with him. And then some women be like, me, no, I have to have him already rich, because then you struggle with him and then he will leave you. So you already have that mentality. You already have that shallow-minded mentality. That a man is going to leave you once you have it made. You have to be hardworking. That Proverbs 31 wife. Don't let it all be about the occasion. The here comes the bride and all that. No, because the marriage really begins after you have said that vow, when nobody else is watching, when the curtain is closed. You know, when the curtain is like, you know, when stage play, you know, when everybody's watching. But when the curtain is closed, what goes on behind the curtains? That's when marriage starts. So don't gamble it away. Don't give it away. Don't give it away, you know, all in the name of I want to have a special ceremony, or because I want it to be the talk of town. I'm telling you, everybody, people will come. Even in fact, if you want the whole country at your wedding, the whole country will show up at your wedding. But nobody's going to care. If you have problems, nobody's going to. People are not even going to, oh, how are you? How is the man? No. Except your immediate family and one or two friends that really care. So don't put on a show to please people. Do not. Save that money. Do something with it. Do something with it. Start a business. Put it away. Have a one-on-one vacation with your husband. Use that money for something better, to get to know your husband, to have that intimacy. And not be spending it on people that will come and eat, and at the end of the day, they'll tell you she thought her wedding gown was nice. It was even ugly. No. Even at your wedding, still, they'll be eating your food and drinking your juice and all that, and still they'll be criticizing you. Still they'll be talking nonsense. So don't put it on for, even if it's, I want to give a shout out to my friend, a very good friend of mine. I would say a sister of mine that got married. Her traditional marriage was yesterday, and I was like, this is what wedding. It was just a handful of people, just simple. Simple. You can use that money to do so many things. Put it away for the kids' college, you know. Save it for if you want to buy a house. Take a vacation, spend a one-on-one time. Do something, but not to useless it. Don't let a man go bankrupt just because he wants to marry you. And if a woman is like that, it's a red flag. If he knows that you can't afford these things, but she's telling you, take a loan for wedding, and then at the end of the day, people will be coming, collect debtors. The collectors will come. They want to collect. They will take your TV. They will take, you know, in Africa, when you owe people your TV, they will come and take your chairs. They will come and take anything they can, any valuable thing they can sell, they will sell. Don't marry a woman like that. You spend 60. Let's say you spend 50,000 Ghana cedis, and then in the morning you'll be running to go and take trotro to work. That does not make sense. That does not make sense at all. Let a man knows that even with your physical beauty, there is so much more in you. There is so much more in you. So women, let's get go. Finance is when you end a marriage before you. Okay, yeah. I'm telling you. Tell them, Dana, tell them. All right, guys. So you guys have any contribution? Because today I say we are co-professors. It's not professor and student. No. No. If you guys have any contributions, I would like to hear. And if you want to email me, you can email me at stellarzonetv@gmail.com. stellarzonetv@gmail.com. Do you guys have any questions? If not, I'll call it a day. Get back to my cleaning. Home alone. Home alone. Home alone. All right, guys, I guess you guys don't have any questions, right? But by the way, if you live in the Florida area, just let me know, because sometimes I get so bored. We can do a meetup, okay? But does the elders say something? The elders, you know, we live in Ophelia. We live in a generation where people do not have respect for their elders anymore. That is, I don't know if you see, but we live in, some people will not even, it depends on the relation. People will not even talk to their parents about who they want to get married to. Then the next thing the parents know, boom, they want to get married. What did my parents say when I got married? Of course, before I even got married, my husband had to fly together to meet my mom, for my mom to just ask us and approve. Yes, and I told my dad. And they said, by all means, if that is what makes me happy and he respects me, that was more important to my dad. Does he respect you? I said yes, and my dad is like, go for it. And my mom. So, yeah. We have to have a man that respect. Most people prepare for weddings, not my, yes, that is, that's naturally. Yes, it's true, naturally. A lot of people now, they just, it's all about the ceremony. It's all about the shebang, the hall, the car, the food, how big the size of the cake and all that, the dance formation, how viral it will go on YouTube, and they don't even care about the wedding. So men, shine your eyes. Women, open your eyes. Pray to God to lead you. All you need, let me tell you, all you need is a God-fearing man. A man that fears God will do right by you. Will do right. A man that fears God will do right by you no matter what. Because each time he's about to do something negative, he's thinking about how Christ is going to feel. How did you prepare to become a wife to a good husband? For me, I learned, like, most of even these things my husband taught me. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm so blessed. Most of these things, like, first of all, I just speak my mind. I'm just somebody that Stevie knows that about me. My husband knows that about me. I don't know how to like play and pretend and all that. I speak my mind. But then I was praying to God to help me, because when I was in the world, you know, things I did and all that. But when I came into Christ, I've been praying to God, help me. And I learned. It's not something you just get up. I'm not saying I'm the most wonderful. You understand? It's something I am willing to learn. That's the thing. Are you willing to learn? I am willing to learn. So I learn day by day. And I am not afraid to say I'm sorry. You cannot be, if you're a wife, pride, it's not welcome in your home, in your heart. No, you can't be afraid to say I am sorry. You can't be. You always have to, when you offend your husband, you always have to apologize. And so it's something that I learned day by day. And even some things are there, my mom will tell me, she will teach me. She will be like, you know, you guys left before, I mean, you grew up and all that, but this and this is what you do, and this is how you go about it. And I learned from people like my mother-in-law and my dad, my father-in-law. They've been together for like 30 plus years. I've met people. So I learn. Study to show yourself approved. So I learn. Can you do tutorials? Wife training? Need a refresher course. Okay, we are all learning. Yeah, it's exactly. I'm telling you, Sam Peacer. I'm telling you, or maybe if you're a Christian, it's my single ladies out there. Listen, if you're a Christian, a believer, and you want to marry somebody that is an unbeliever, and you are saying you will change them, it doesn't happen. No one can change anybody. It is only God that changes a person. And I will advise you, no matter how bitter it is, I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do, because it will be difficult. You a believer, and then you even regret of going into that marriage. And marriage is not a place where you want to go and be regretting of getting married to the person. It is not supposed to be endured. You're supposed to enjoy it. So if you're a believer, a child of God, and this person is not, don't say, yes, I want to marry them and change them. You cannot change a person. It is only God. If they're willing to change, let that person become a born again. And as soon as they become born, don't jump into, okay, he gave us. No. Let Christ reign them. I'm telling you, that it was from one of my viewers here that said, it's true. Do not. What is the perfect Naki or that? What is the perfect way for a Christian lady to dress? No makeup, jewelry. In fact, when my friend, I don't have picture. When my friend when I got married in the world. Just hold on. Let me show you. When I got married in the world. Like, you guys, like, don't be like she, because you guys have seen it and all that, and all the shebang and all that. So when I got married, that was me. When I got married, but I was telling my husband, I said, I really want to dedicate my marriage to God now. So a friend of mine that got married did her traditional wedding yesterday. No makeup, no jewelry, not even a wedding gown. In fact, it was so beautiful. Like, she had this traditional attire. And I'm like, that's how you say it. It is godly. She was decent. I don't have pictures. She was dressed decently, and the husband too. Because they are both believers. Understanding. She didn't wear jewelry, nothing. It was just like that. So if I have to dedicate my marriage, if I'm going to dedicate my marriage to God, it's going to be like that. I'm going to go to God pure. That is it here. Okay, any more? So, because we are learning today. You are learning today. Dana Payton, thank you so much, girl. That she needs to like do a video and then we'll put it on Stellar Zone, right? Because she's like she's a pro. Oh yes, Meg, you can watch the video, like you can watch the live video we'll post it. Does anybody else have any questions, any contribution? Because we are learning today. We are learning from, send this video if you're single ladies, to all the single ladies out there, send it to them, to married couples, send it to them. Please, can you also let us know that marriage is not about it? It is true. How do you prepare your morning? Okay. All right. This is how marriage is not about age. Age is just a number. Age is just a number, and it's not about age. Okay, age is not a number. So I'm not saying if you're 20 years old and marry somebody that is 70. No, seriously, like seriously. But age is not a number. It shouldn't be a factor of why you want to marry somebody. Love you all. Thank you, Meg. Thank you. And so it says, how do you, a man in progress? If you are married to a man and he's changed and he's in progress, you have to have patience and you have to keep taking him to God in prayer. You understand what I'm saying? You have to keep praying for him. You can never have enough. Say, I've prayed enough. There's nothing like enough prayer. So keep praying. When you first, who says sorry first? When you fight, who says sorry first? And why? When I fight with my husband, I'm telling you, like, there's so many things that I learned. Okay, there's so many, because I come from, like, I mean, people that knew me in Ghana, like, I was so, like, I was like this tough person, and my husband, even if it was my fault, he would say sorry. Even if it was my fault, and I knew it was my fault, my husband would say sorry. Stephen was not afraid to say sorry. So I was like, and God worked on me. How do you avoid conflict, argument in marriage? How do you avoid conflict and how do you avoid, okay, so there's nothing like a perfect marriage, just so you all know. There's nothing like, there's going to be something that you two would disagree on. Okay, there's going to be, but it's like disagree to agree. You understand what I'm saying? But when there's open communication, when the husband knows this woman, no matter what, is going to tell me everything. Conflict, even the level of conflict or the intensity of conflict, it's like it's like you're taking it down. Like it will tone down when there's open communication, when you are being open, when you're being honest, when you are communicating everything. You are spending the money, you are letting the husband know. You understand what I'm saying? When there's understanding in marriage, when you two are communicating about everything, trust me, you're not going to be fighting that much. I'm not saying there's never going to be, there's conflict. There are things, even sometimes stupid things that don't even make sense, you guys will worry about. And at the end of the day, you'll be like, I can't believe we fought over after you made up. You're like, I can't believe we fought. That was so stupid. Yes, so there's nothing like, there will be, it's two people living together. So there will be conflict, but when there's an open communication, you understand what I'm saying? When you two are being truthful with everything, then you won't be fighting. What do you, okay, can that some, the person said, it says, what is the 5 things, what is the 5 things? What do 5 things do you value most about marriage and your spouse? Communication. Communication, okay? Communication, making sure that I understand my husband's love language, okay? Because it could be hug, it could be touch, it could be food, it could be making sure that he has clean clothes. So communication, love language, making sure your home is peaceful for him to come to home. You, the woman, you are taking care of yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And prayer. Prayer should even be number 1. I was told to get married at 22, so what can I do? To give birth plan. Don't listen to what people are telling you. If they are saying that is their plan, go with God's plan. If they are saying you were told to, I don't know if you want me to mention your name, but if you are saying marry at 22, I can give birth and plan early, it is right. You can marry at 22, and if it's not the will of God for you to have kids right away, what about that? A man plans his ways, but the Lord establishes his path. Don't go with what man is planning for you, but what God has for you. Yeah, don't go with what man, don't, they want me to get married at 22, so I had that plan, okay? I had that plan. I'm like, before my early 20s, I'll be like, but, you know, man proposes, but God disposes. Love language, how do you master that? You have to, somebody was right. Dana, we need to have a school. We need to have a school. Somebody was, I don't know if you guys have read the book, The 5 Languages of Love. Okay, so you have to know what your husband likes, you know. My husband likes to cuddle. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, he likes to, like, men are like big babies. And Stephen is a great example. Because it's like, I want to pancake you. I'm like, don't pancake me. I like waffles. I don't like pancakes. So you have to, like, some men like for you to hug them, to hold them. The way to a man's heart is through his stomach. No matter how skinny he is. Like, I cook the food, I smell, and I only taste. And I'm like, why do I get to gain the weight? Stephen eats all the food, and he doesn't gain the weight. So it's like that. So, yeah, the language. Yes, food is number one. Food is, and make sure you are cooking the food. Cooking is not complicated, you know. It's not that. I want to do a video of how you can just make some simple spices on how, if you are cooking meat and what. It's simple. Watch Stella's own cooking videos. It's not the way to a man's heart. One of the number one languages is to make sure that he's feeding. And then afterwards, you know what he likes and he doesn't like. And then you take it from there. Yes, you have to feel good. Everything I'm saying, base-centered, it's like Christ in the beginning. God, you guys know that. I am vocal about that. It's Christ. Everything is Christ. But when we are asking about practical, you know, practical. You know, you are praying every day for your husband. You are praying every day for it. There are so many temptations out there. There are so many temptations out there. Because if you are not cooking and you have a friend who keeps cooking for your husband might not openly, but inside him, he might be thinking otherwise. So just make sure that you are cooking. Just make sure. I'm single, but I ask God Almighty for my husband because, yes, pray for that husband. I'm telling you, if you have a God-fearing husband, there will be peace in your home. There will be, if a man fears God, that's the number one thing. If a man fears God, find a man that fears God. Marry a woman that fears God. What can you do when your man compares you to his ex? How do you overcome that? And if a man compares you to your ex, how do you overcome that? I'm like, just let the hell. No, I'm just kidding. How do you, Dana, guys, like, how do you overcome that if your husband is comparing you to, what is there something you are doing that's why he's comparing you to his ex? Pray that ex out of him. Pray that ex. Yes, pray that ex. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Dana. Dana says you are supposed to ask God for a kindred heart, okay? Yes, Christ is the answer. Take him to God. That's what I'm saying. Look, when your husband misbehaves, your husband's head is Christ. So when he misbehaves, the best place to take him is on your knees. Report him to God. Father, my husband is behaving. I need you to checkmate him. Check him. So yeah, and then as you are praying, also make sure that you are not doing things that is making him, you know, make sure that you are not doing your behavior. You are not exhibiting some form of behavior that is making him compare you to his ex. Can you do a video for your food for the day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Okay, I know Hausa Cocoa is too much, okay? So I'll bring breakfast. But I have a lot of video, jollof rice, watch it. I have other cooking videos that you can make, okay? I have, and somebody asked me vegan, and trust me, I'm waiting for Stephen to come back. I'm going to get into vegan recipes, okay, guys? So don't always be vocal. Sometimes stay, yes. Like, even if you're being vocal, right? It has to be in the right way. Now, when your husband is saying one and you're saying to you, be vocal, because when I say vocal, it's like, don't hide anything from him. But don't be a woman that... You need to be quiet. You need to have a quiet spirit. You know, read Proverbs 31. That's what I'm having on smoothies. Your soulmate will always know your heart. It's now you should write a book, See Me. Sometimes if there's disagreement and it's over, it's wrong to put earphones and relax later. Look, when the argument is heated, I've met people Pretty high. I met people when I worked in the hospital. I met people that were married for 60 years, for 50 years, for 45. And I asked them, I remember asking one man, like, what did he do to be married for so long? And he was like, when they had like a really heated argument, he just go out for a walk. He just walked out, like because he didn't want to continue. That's so he just walk out, and by the time he comes back, like everything will be calm. And Sam Pisa says, when he mentions his ex, just be quiet. It's true. Sometimes even when he's insulting you, like when he's insulting you, saying all kinds, don't say anything. Silence, they say, is golden. Don't say anything when he's insulting you, and do not say anything. Just allow him. At the end of the day, he will know that he was a bigger fool. Like, it shouldn't be like that, but just don't say anything. If he's bringing his ex up, don't defend yourself. Do not defend yourself. Yeah, don't defend yourself. Just be quiet and just listen. When he's done, you just, and then after that, you just go and pray. Okay, I will try, Eunice. Yep. Yeah, I'm telling you, when your husband is saying one and you are saying two, then they argue, that's when Satan comes in and everything, and then he will keep talking, and then you keep talking, and then when you are not careful, his hands will just design your face, and just be quiet. That's what I'm saying. It's an ego thing. It's like they don't want to say, but that's what I'm saying, that a God-fearing man is not afraid to say I'm sorry. He regrets something in his past. Okay, so yeah, that is, guys, anything was, because this is going on and on and on. What books are you reading to grow your spiritual life? I long to learn. Okay, I was reading a book my husband got me. It was called The Woman After God's Heart. I left it on the plane. A Woman After God's Heart. That I was Stephen bought for me, so I left it on. But he said he was going to give me another copy, and also the Bible. What do you want, women? Yeah, and also read the Bible. Read the Bible. I'm telling you, like, if there are women that are okay. So I have another person. He says, what do you do when a woman who is after your husband is texting and calling him? She just won't stop. Does she know that she's calling? That's the thing. Does she know that has your husband? It depends. If your husband is being secretive about it, then there's a problem. But if your husband is not even being secretive about it, and he's the one that told you, then be rest assured. You understand what I'm saying? Just you and your husband needs to come into an agreement to block her number. If your husband is encouraging it, it's a whole different thing altogether. But if your husband is against it, then the two of you need to come together. Then by all means block her number from the husband's phone, and then your husband needs to avoid her, okay? And then everything. Prayer solves problems. If you are being practical, you are doing what you need to do. Prayer solves everything. God is moved with women on their knees. Yeah, I'm telling you, block and delete, but make sure. Yeah. Dana says, yeah, the devil will throw stones in every way. They are schoolmates. From those schoolmates thing, we all had them, will be praying. Get her name and pray out. Look, I have, like, Salah's also trying to, you all do, I'm clapping for Salah. Some men are really ungrateful. They are like Judas. That's what I'm telling you. It says some men are ungrateful. They are like Judas. No matter what you do, they are never satisfied. That brings me back again. Is the man you married God-fearing? There is no way a God-fearing, I'm telling you, if the man is God, what you need is a God-fearing man. That's why I tell people that are single, you need a God-fearing husband. If your husband is God-fearing, he will not do anything to hurt you, because he knows that hurting you is hurting Christ. So he will not even dare. That thought will not even cross his mind. But like I said, gone were the days of ignorance in the world. Some people come married to men but you have to pray. Prayer, if you find yourself in that situation, prayer is your weapon. God is moved with women that go on their knees and report him to God. The husband is the head of the woman, of the wife, right? And Christ is the head of the husband. So what do? Report him. Take him to prayer. Pray to God. Genuineness. But don't be fighting him and afterwards, don't let the Holy Spirit slap you. But all Judas has a purpose. They all do have purpose. But that's why I said if the man fears God, he will honor you and respect you. Do you believe in wedding rings? I am single, praying for marriage. I've seen. For me, I was convicted about it. I had a really, really nice wedding ring. I was convicted about it, so I don't wear it. And it's understandable by my husband. He is understandable. That's what I'm saying. All you need is a man that fears God. You see, everything that you guys are saying, if you have a man that fears God, a man that fears God eventually loves God. They go hand in hand. So you have to. And if he's not doing it now, wedding ring is even a waste of money. Like I'm telling you, I'm like, if I had known that. But you know, it's just in the past. But you have to. Prayer moves God. And like I said, don't argue with your husband, insult him. Don't pick up the phone and be insulting him to your family members. Don't pick up the phone and be ridiculing your wife, and then you will go and kneel down and pray. God will give you one that once. God is a merciful God, sir. It's a merciful God, so you know. Don't be calling family members, be insulting your husband, that good for nothing man, and not that no, don't do that. You have covered, Deborah. Thank you. Yes, don't be insulting your husband and your wife. Don't be degrading them in front of, even if, you know, don't do it. For fasting, yes, it is. Don't do it. Don't insult your husband. Don't disgrace them. Don't embarrass them in front of people. Don't do that. Don't wash your like they say, dirty linen. We all have it. We all have it. Don't wash it in public. My sister and I, my elder sister Priscilla and I, shout out Mrs. Cosina, pastor's wife. We are like twins, but it's not everything. I don't even, in my marriage, it's like out of zone when it comes to communicating with her. And so is hers. We only joke about certain things, you know. But just don't ridicule because you are disrespecting him. And if people are seeing that you're disrespecting your husband, they will also disrespect him, because if the wife you married is not seeing anything in him, who am I, an outsider, to see something better in the man? They will also start disrespecting your husband. They will start disrespecting your wife. Start showing respect. If your husband is, I'm telling you, prayer is all prayer is all you have. Christ is all that you have when you get married, and so you can never get tired. You know, you can never get tired of praying. So I know that, like someone is saying, we have covered a lot. So, somebody said she is still at home in Ghana, but she in touch with him in school friends, but she is after him, and I don't know. She's still in Ghana and she's still after him, girl. You don't even have a problem. It's not like she's going to cross over, unless your husband has ulterior motives. Like I said, if your husband is not like after, don't even worry, block her from all social media platforms. Agree with your husband, block. Long distance marriage, any advice? Okay, so I'm also in long distance marriage right now because my husband has been traveling. So what can you do? You talk, you FaceTime, WhatsApp. Now you can do WhatsApp video. You can now be using that time to be praying for him while he's out there. Even if it's like maybe one day you find a day to fast for him on his behalf. Just pick up a day, and just while he's gone, me and Steven, the reason why sometimes I don't even post videos, like, because when I cook, he eats it, you know, he eats the food. So when he's out of town, I don't cook. You know, I don't cook that much for me. I'll just be living on smoothies and whatever I find in the house. But you can pick a day, pray for him, be working on yourself, read the Bible, find books. I tell women, learn, be learning, study to show yourself, read the Bible, yes, and find books that have been written by God-fearing women. Don't go and be getting any, you know, and then have things when he travels and he's coming, have things prepared. Have like a surprise package, something, you know, waiting for him at home. Don't tell him. But, you know, it's like, bring your A game, women, bring your A game. So my brother is pressured to get married early and is making me confused. Do not let anybody rise you into getting married. They are not the ones that are going to be in that marriage. Do not let anyone, I repeat, do not let anyone pressurize you into saying get married. I'm telling you, because they are not going to be the one to get married. And if you are going through hell and back in that marriage, people have died because of that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just wait on God. In God's own time, he makes all things beautiful. Thank you, Fabia. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It was wonderful, right, guys? Did you all have fun today? Yes. Like Dana is saying, God and love will give you strength to move mountains when you trust in God. Should we all tell Miss Dana to write a book? Like I'm up for it. What age is good for a girl to get married? I can't tell you that. Why do some men give gift from their wife to friends? He says that is giving a blessing. Yes. Why do men give gifts? I did not understand the question. Your husband will give a gift. I don't mind if my husband gives a gift to a friend of ours. Like, I don't mind. That's when it's not random. You know, it's like, okay, I saw this beautiful dress and I thought it will fit your friend. Don't even know. But if it's like, if it's an occasion, if your friend is doing something and your husband feels like you should buy a gift, like if your friend just had a baby, if your friend is getting married, if it's an occasion, that is understandable. If it's an occasion, that is understandable. Thank you. He's out with our 2-year-old to the park and I needed this session. God. Yeah, that is understandable. But if he's buying gift out of nowhere, you need to have a talk. It's time for you to have a talk. If you take your husband's gift from America, I still don't. If somebody sent you a gift from America, if your husband knows about it, there's nothing wrong with it. And somebody asked me, what age should you get married? I cannot. We are all different. We are all different. Some got married at 16. Some got married. My mom got married at a very tender age. Sometimes my dad would even say, by the time your mom was your age, she had all her kids. She was still having kids. So, you know, things are different. Everybody is different. I can't tell you to get married at the age of 18, but when God feels that it's your time, I'm telling you, when God is ready for you, there's no stopping. When there is no, my marriage came at the point when I was not expecting it. My marriage came when I was not even expecting that it would come at all, because I had been through a heartbreak and all that, and I was like, okay, whatever. So it came when I wasn't. I had the time set that I want to get married at this time. But when God was ready, he took me unaware. And so that is it for you guys. Yeah, one more question. I know some people, but I was talking. So yeah, but there's no age, like when God is ready for it. No, I'm saying I take my husband's gift when I visit Ghana. He gives half away. He's saying he's always blessing some people. That is a very, okay, so you buy things for him and he gives half of it away. Does he give it to men? Because he will only give it to men. You know, he will only give, and also sometimes, I don't know, if somebody doesn't like something, they will, how do you know if I, okay, this question, Dana, you have to be answering some of this question. Guys, answer some of this question. So maybe, depends on the gift you're getting him, you have to ask him if he doesn't like the gift. You know, you have to, because sometimes men have certain taste, and if you are not like, if you're not getting the taste, and they don't want to hurt you by saying, I don't like what you got me, so they rather give it away, you know. But it could be also, he could be right that maybe you got him too many stuff, maybe you got him too much stuff, and somebody doesn't have any, so he would rather share. So I don't see, if that's the motive, then I don't think it's wrong at all. I don't think it's wrong. Okay, I don't think. All right, what was the question again? There was someone, it says I wrote to God in yes, and he did it in 8 months. Prayer works. Yes, I learned a lot. Thanks, sis. A whole suitcase. Today we've covered a lot. I'm telling you. See, I told you this marriage thing, I think we should do like a single series too. What do you think, guys? I think we should do like a singles like series too, because people, like, the feedbacks that I got with the first one, I was overwhelmed. You know, I was overwhelmed. So yes. And who else was asking the question again? Look at my face. I'm like, look at my face. You guys are done. Okay, Dana, seriously, you need to write a book. Okay, you need to write a book, because it looks like you got it all covered. You need to write a book. And Stellar Zone, please send me the first copy, free of course. I will do a review about it, free of course. It's to take yourself. Okay, when am I coming to Ghana? I'm not sure yet. How do you know if he makes a suitable husband? That's what I'm telling you. You have to, like, for me, for instance, when I met my husband, like I said, under the circumstances, we met online. Yes, you can meet a husband online. If God says that's where you're going to meet your husband. When I met him, we started off like his love for God, like that, like somebody will be afraid. They don't even know if I'm a believer or not. But he started off talking about the things of God. And I saw it in his character, his behavior, his respect for women, the way he treated his mother and father, people around him. Yeah, so that is, you will know from the way they are behaving and the way they are treating you. From New York, Grace Torrey, thank you. I know, right? I know. Thank you, yeah, from Pond. Thank you. So when you know, if a man is God-fearing and is meant for you, you will know their character, their behavior. It's hard for something that is real to hide, you know. It's like, you know, diamond, it's like, it's so hard. Fabia from Love from Canada, thank you. It's so hard, but people, it's easy for people who are fake to pretend that they are real. You get me? But it's, if somebody is genuine, they cannot hide that. You can tell from their character, their behavior, the way they treat you, their calmness, like, it's like that, the fear of God in them, their speech, the way they carry themselves. It's like, you know, if somebody is fake, you know, sometimes they it's not like that. They make mistakes even in their speech, you know. It's so, yeah. And this whole African mentality is the man's responsibility. The man will know, if you, except when you and the husband have agreed that you should be a stay-at-home mom, then there's an understanding. But don't be sitting at home saying, be sending money to your side of the family, and the man is struggling to pay all the bills. If you are doing that, God will not forgive you. When am I doing this again? I maybe next time I will do a single series. I think this should be it for the marriage. Do you guys think we should do more? Because I would love for you guys to bring a topic. Like Miss Dana, now you are like Stellar Zone executive, like whether you like it or not. Like maybe a topic that you guys know that is vital, like a marriage, that we can discuss. That we can do that. What? How much should you send back home? I don't know. Yeah, Miss Dana, like seriously, like there are things we need to be learning on this. How much should you? I don't. Whatever you need to send, if you need to be sending money back home for people from like Africa, that we say you need to have an agreement with your husband. Say, is God fearing the only thing? What about vision? I think different vision can collapse. So. All right, so what was I saying? Yeah, you and your husband need to agree on what I'm telling you. You have one. The money is not for you alone. It's for him as well, and his money is not for him alone. It's for you. So you need to agree. Do not let like trying to please people back home tear you apart. Be truthful. Don't let you secretly. That will make you a liar if you're doing it behind him. You know, you have to know. Maybe honey, maybe this is what we can afford to be sending home every month. There has to be an agreement. And somebody was saying that is God-fearing criteria, the only criteria to use to choose a husband. What about vision? Because if the visions do not go hand in hand, it will collapse. First of all, if a man is God-fearing, you understand what I'm saying? You just don't get up and that's what I'm saying. If it's God-fearing and God gave you that man, you are all aiming towards the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? You are all aiming towards the same thing. When he's God-fearing, if your dreams are genuine and he knows that it will how would you say, it will benefit, you know, or it will make you both better, he will buy into your dream. And vice versa, when you know that his dreams are genuine and it will help this marriage, you also buy into his dream. That's what I'm saying. Then, girl, you gotta write that book, man. You gotta write. So you have to. It's not just. But when the person is God-fearing, you understand what I'm saying? It's like you both are. It's like it's as if it's like. Well, because when I met my husband, I was like that. It was like, oh wow. It's like it was amazing how we had so much in common. You know, so it was amazing how we had so much in common. And then when your dreams are genuine, he will buy it. Some visions are just unrealistic, or is just so self-centered. You understand what I'm saying? But if it's going to be something that will bring the two of you together, your husband will buy into that dream, and you will also buy into his dream. So there's not going to be Yes, there is mind. See, listen to me. Means that's mine. He's going the same path as you. You share the same path and thinking. Yeah, if it's God fearing, I'm telling you, because he's aiming to please God. You are aiming to please God. You two are trying to do things on the same level. You understand what? To please God. So, all right. So, Ms. V says, okay. Lois said, my husband used to complain when I dress up, saying he's not like those who are attracted by things, until I caught him cheating with someone who wears terrible things. That's, if he's saying that, that's what I'm saying. You can only pray for your husband. Like you're saying, if you're dressing nice and decent and he's cheating with somebody that's terrible thing, it's just, I'm telling you, Satan throws things, stones every day, like Miss Dana was saying. So please be praying for your marriage. Yes, someone said marriage is sweet when you find the right cutlery. I like that one. That it's good. It's very good when you find the right cutlery to eat. Oh, that ST267. That I like that. I like that. When God gives you that God fear, yes, there will be you will disagree to agree. But you know that you will always meet at the same junction. You always meet at the same spot. That's how God does things. So just don't. I know a lot of people are into marriages that they are regretting that they should have waited on God. That is why everything that I sit here, God gives me the grace to speak. I'm speaking it from first of all, God above gives me that wisdom, and then people are going through that experience. People are going through that, and so I'm not sitting here and be like, oh, her marriage is not perfect. No, I learned, okay, and I'm sure you two are learning. All right, so I guess this video is going long, and I'm like, I'm about to write it up, but then people are going through a lot. People are going through a lot. Until somebody tells you what they are going through, you will not understand. You will not understand. So you can still email me at stellazonetv@gmail.com, stellazonetv@gmail.com. Okay, so we can do this again. What do you guys think? Because I feel like should we just wrap it up for the day? What do you guys think? Because it's at 1 hour 21 minutes and 48 seconds. What do you guys think? Come on, guys. Should we do this again? We all have our own minds, but it takes you to humble and happy. It takes you, yes, we all have our own minds, but it takes you to be humble and have patience. Yes, you know yourself better than anyone else, so you have to submit, okay? Submit, be humble. Stella, wonderful daughter Stella, when I met my husband, I thought he was a God-fearing man. He speaks in tongues and he's praise and worship leader in church, but he had hidden. That's what I'm saying. When you met, he was God-fearing, but did God say that was your husband? May whatever says, who did God say he was your husband? And you can only look, we are all not perfect. We are all not perfect. So pray for him. Pray for him. Because if it were to be you understand what I'm saying? You are not supposed to give up on your partner. You are not supposed to give up on you can't. Once you enter that marriage, you're not supposed to give up on them. So you pray. Pray for your marriage. Pray. Prayer is the key. Prayer is pray. Pray and you too make sure you are learning on, because sometimes our characters can even encourage these things. You know, it can even our characters. So make sure you are learning as well. Report. Emanuela said, well, that's right. Emanuela says report to his boss, and God is the boss. Report to. Thank you, Emanuela. Thank you, guys. Someone says we should do this again. So what should we talk about in our next video? Because when I tell you guys, leave it in the comment section. Nobody does. But then when I come live, everybody wants to. Stella, you are so sweet. You have a great. Yeah, and thank you, Miss Dana. Thank you so much. But with that said, like seriously, you still need to write that book. Okay, you still need to write that book, and I need to get the first copy. You just this Stellas of Women are learning a lot. I don't know about you guys, but I'm learning. I'm sitting here and you're like, oh shit. No, I read books too. I read the Bible and I'm learning. I am learning. I learn all the time. I am learning. And sometimes some of these books, my husband will even be the one to buy the books for me to learn, you know, because he knows that we are all, and he also reads books. Like, I remember he was reading like Every Man's Battle. I don't know, like Tony Dungy wrote this book that he's also reading. Like, he reads books. My husband reads books a lot. I wasn't there reading time, but he got me into it. So you have to, you have to. Miss Lawson, thank you, guys. So, all right, Miss Dana, you have to pick our next topic that we should talk about. All right, Miss Dana, you need to pick out the topic, guys. I don't know. We should have a vote, please. In marriage, do we need compatibility? As Zodiac say, people's compatibility. Like I said, like when I was doing my thing, I said it. Can we talk about sex in marriage? Ways to improve communication? What do you guys think? Do you guys think we should talk about sex in marriage? That is too. It's important, okay? Sex in marriage is important. Sex in marriage is very, very important. Okay, it's very, very important. That's why I'm saying that. Even if you are saying I don't wear all these things, don't be dressing rags. You also, your husband still has to desire that. He has to look at you and be like, that's my honey. Lifestyle. Hey, okay, all right, Miss Dana, please email me at StellaZoneTV, StellaZoneTV@gmail. Just email me. Miss Dana says we talk about lifestyle. Okay, so let's talk about lifestyle and talk about cultural differences in marriage. Okay, good example. And guys, can you be please? Guys, please, if you don't want to email me at StellaZoneTV@gmail, because sometimes I don't know how to look at this chat that we had. Like, so can you, like, all the topics that you guys want us to talk about, can you just leave it in the comment section? Just please, so that we will be talking about it one by one. I will still be doing food video and whatever message God lays on my heart, because people will come on here, they'll be like, why don't you put on makeup? What, guys, do I look like I need makeup? I don't, and I am fine. I am fine, like I'm good, and I am fine, like I'm beautiful. Okay, I don't need makeup, so you don't need to come on here and be like, why don't you have makeup? Why is your hair like that? What? To each his own. To each his own. This is how I am beautiful. I am beautiful. I don't need makeup. Look at me. I don't need to tell God, I need to do makeup. I don't need makeup. I am beautiful. Okay. Thank you, Miss V. Thank you, Miss V. Thank you, Miss Dana. Thank you. I am beautiful, so I don't need makeup. I don't need to all. But seriously, yes, Miss Dana says we should talk about lifestyle, sex in marriage, forgiveness within the marriage. Yes, we will talk about forgiveness in marriage, how to forgive when your husband sleeps. Wow. Grace, yes, you can email me StellaZoneTV@gmail.com, StellaZoneTV@gmail. And if it's fine with you, you can email me and then we can talk about that. I am gorgeous. Thank you, Sam. I know I am beautiful. So I can do makeup, come sit here and then talk nonsense. Show my boobs and all that. This body, you know, it's a temple of God, yes, and it's for my husband too. He's the only person that needs to see the whole, you understand what I'm saying? So yeah, this body is for my husband. He's the only one that needs to. I don't think my husband will appreciate when I come on here and my girls are like in front of the camera and they are screaming. No, it's supposed to be for. So we'll talk about everything that you guys. Yes, I'm telling you, it's like it gives you, it's like it makes you free. It's like so free. I'm telling you, we will treat all this topic. Thank you, Miss Dana. Oh, thank you so much. Miss Dana, please, you're StellaZone executive, so just so you know, we gotta talk. She's so good. You guys are so awesome. I'm telling you, you guys are so awesome. There's so many YouTube videos or YouTubers out there. I just want to be me. You know, I just want to be me. I just want to be me. Everybody else is busy doing what they want to do, but I just want to be me. I just want to be me, and I feel like God brought me on YouTube. God told me, like, God made me come here for a reason, because the food videos that I'm doing, you might think it's just food video, but it is doing things, and it is doing one. God is using it to bless the homes of his children. You will never think that food will be an issue in marriage, but it is. And so I'm just a vessel. Don't look at me, don't be like she got it all together. I'm still a work in progress. God is working on me. When I'm talking, whatever Miss Dana has said, that's why I said Miss Dana should email me, because I'm going to be getting my pointers from her. So we all learn from each other. It is saving my. We all, yeah. We all learn from each other. We are all. I'm not here to be like, okay, so I don't see myself that I'm better than you or you are better than me. That's why I said today we are all learning from it. I tell you, people, email me if you have any contribution. Email me. These people, you people are spoiled. I won't mind you. You were the first person that gave me valuable information about head covering and a woman's natural beauty. Okay, let's talk about how important to wait for God. Your food is saving marriages. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, guys. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. So we'll treat the topic. Have a lovely weekend. Thank you, man. So we will just, I think we should wrap it up because me, I'm so hungry. I need to go get something to eat and all that. And I need to talk to my hubby. It's been a while since I spoke to him. You know, I got to check in with your husband. When your husband's travel, make sure you are checking in with him. Make sure you're checking in with him. Okay, guys. So it was wonderful talking to you guys. Please share this video. Share this video with every woman. I'm not going to say single or married. Share this video with every woman. Post it on your Facebook page. Post it on your, I don't know if you can, Ms. Dana, please don't forget the email. Post it on, I don't know if you can put it on Twitter, and I'm not, just for, post it on every social media outlet. Because God could use this message to speak to somebody. If you have not subscribed to my channel, like seriously, what are you waiting for? Well, let's get, I'm telling you guys, let's get that 1 million subscribers because Miss Dana is going to write her book about this marriage. I'm speaking into her life. She is to write a book, okay? Guys, you are wonderful. I'm really blessed. Wonderful daughter, thank you. Meet you at MS. Wonderful daughter, you go to MSRPM? I didn't know that. I will see you at MSRPM. Yes, that's my church. MSRPM, Mountain of Solution Prayer Redemption Ministry. God bless you guys. It was fun talking to you guys. We will get the topic. Please don't forget, okay? Just, I don't know how to look at the chat as we were talking. I don't know. So please, every topic you talked about, Miss Dana said lifestyle. Somebody said sex about marriage. Somebody says sex in marriage, lifestyle. Please, I would love for someone to, or for all of you guys to put it in the comment section, because I will say something and then nobody will do anything, and then I come on to do video. I want to be treating topics so that when we come here, we gather, we have our lives, individual life, so we know what we are talking about, so we can get right to it, okay? And then one of these days, we'll get somebody else to do a Stellar Zone video, talk about something, and we'll post it. I love Stellar Zone subscribers. Yes, it's true. We are one big family. I love my subscribers. It's like one big family. We are all not afraid to pour our heart out. We are all not afraid to pour our hearts out, and that is how God is going to bless us. The women are so humble. Everybody wants to learn. I seriously don't see this on YouTube. I'm not crazy or anything, but I seriously don't see this level of like learning and things like that. Maybe there might be other YouTubers that do this, but I've not seen like things like this on other YouTube channels. But this is Stellar Zone, where everything happens. Thank you for tuning in. Have a blessed day. Subscribe, like, share. Tomorrow is Sunday. Do not forget to go and worship the Lord, okay? There's fullness of joy in the presence of God. God bless each and every one of you. If you don't have a church to go to, you can join my church on Zoom, okay? And maybe someday we can all plan a trip to Ghana. How do you... Just kidding. Oh, I'm just kidding. We can plan an excursion to Ghana. I'm kidding. Yeah, guys, so it was nice meeting you guys. It was nice coming online. Eunice, thank you. Miss Dana, thank you. Miss V, thank you. Everybody, Sam, thank you. Grace, thank you. Everybody, Miss Sister Loveland, everybody that you need to watch to make the contribution, thank you. Thank you. God richly bless you. You might think you're just speaking, but God was using you guys to bless other women out there. We are all learning from each other. God bless each and every one of you. Have a blessed day. Okay, until we meet again, remain rapture ready. Sometime to social. Eunice, where are you? Which state are you in? I know you told me, but can you remember me? I know you told me, but I forgot. So I don't know if I should even do a meet or greet, because I don't know how many people are in Florida, you know, and I don't like start a tour. No, I won't. But we can, yeah. So we can, Eunice. Okay, you can email me and tell me what state you are in. Guys, bye. I gotta go eat. I think I'm learning and socializing as well. All right, bye, guys.